Okay, I'm sure by now you've heard a lot of opinions about how good this movie is, and I hate to disappoint you, but I don't have a controversial opinion on this movie. It is that great. It is fucking incredible, actually. This movie is not only easily the best movie of the year so far, that's actually completely underselling it. When I saw this movie, it was immediately apparent that this is one of the all-time great modern American films, one of the few examples of such that I've seen in recent years. First of all, I'm gonna need the interview with the vampire community to lock the fuck in, because this is everything you could possibly want out of a vampire movie. It is gory and bloody and sexy and romantic. It is gorgeous, stunning to look at. It is thematically jam-packed. It is an incredible example of American Gothic. And not just that, okay? This is not just an incredible vampire story. It's also just an incredibly rich American epic. I was actually stunned to realize that this film takes place over the course of a single day, because the amount of mythos and history and character richness that is just shoved into this gorgeous, gorgeous film. I've seen some minor criticisms from a couple of people about maybe the film is a little overstuffed. I would push back on that even. I would say that it is thematic maximalism. Film is so rich. It is so densely packed with so much beauty and horror and incredible character work. It has so much to say. It feels inherently spiritually American, but there's enough there to remind you that these themes are not localized to just our country or the American South. They are historic, systemic issues that are pervasive everywhere. I think that's honestly one of the coolest things about creating vampire stories like this, is that they lean on the history of the creation of vampires being about xenophobia, being about the fear of the different and the villainization of people who are not accepted in society, which works very, very perfectly for telling a story about Black Americans in the American South in the 1930s. I can't believe I haven't even mentioned the music in this film yet. The music in this film exists in the same way that dialogue exists in this film. For all intents and purposes, this film is a musical. It's just a musical like nothing you've ever seen before. Honestly, every single element of this film is operating at a level that I simply was not prepared for. I walked in with sky-high expectations, and I walked out feeling like it somehow exceeded all of them. The performances are amazing. Every single element of this film. I saw it in IMAX 70mm, and every screening that I've looked at for the next couple days is basically sold out. If you can get in, I highly recommend watching it that way. I feel like I need to see this movie at least 3 times in theaters. I'm still flabbergasted, honestly, as embarrassing as it is to use that word. What a fucking picture.